Welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be doing some of my home favorites and some of my tips for making your living space a little bit happier. You know, I have to say, I'm not the cleanest person on the face of the earth, but I try to organize my house and keep it at a certain level just because I feel so much more inspired when I'm in a clean space. And so I'm gonna share with you guys today some of my tips on what I like to do to kind of make my house feel a little bit happier. So wherever you're living, whatever living space that you currently have, hopefully these tips will help you make your space a little happier too. Before I get into any of my home favorites, I think the first thing that I like to do to have a happier and more inspired living space is to have it clean. And it's not always fun. So I always have a hand cream that I keep by my sink when I'm doing my dishes. This is the Dermalogica multivitamin. And I always put that on, and then I always wear gloves. And these two things just make cleaning so much more enjoyable. Cleaning's pretty mundane. We have to do it all the time. We all can relate to it. But it's so important to keep your space clean. You could just be more creative in your thinking. I don't know, for me it makes all the difference. And so I clean regularly just because of that. And then also the products that you're using when you clean make a huge difference. I mean, these from Honest and Myers, these are two natural brands that just don't smell awful. And this honeysuckle hand soap I have in both my bathrooms and my kitchen, and it smells divine. You have to check it out. So once you have a clean living space, I think that some sort of beautiful smell in your house is just going to make all the difference in how you feel. So Voluspa are some of my favorite candles. They're very elegant, but they're very affordable, and they smell amazing. I also really like to burn tart candles. You use tea lights with that. And I have the jasmine and the gardenia from Yankee Candle for summer. And I always burn tarts. I burn them in the winter, in the summer, all year round. And it just fills your house with a really nice, mild scent that it just makes a difference. I don't know, it just makes a huge difference in how my house feels. Also, for a more natural approach, I like to make a brew. Now, I have one that I make in the winter and also in the summer. The one for the summer is rosemary. I get fresh picked from Byron's Garden, the outside of a lemon, and then some vanilla. And you're going to mix all this together in boiling water, and you're going to reduce it to a simmer, and it's going to fill your house with a really beautiful summery smell. And I actually got this idea from Pinterest, the one for summer. For winter, my friend used to do that growing up, and it made all the difference in how her house smelled. So I always have to remind myself to be careful with that, because the house can burn down if you don't watch it carefully. So my next tip is pleasant sounds, music, obviously music playing. And I have this Bose speaker. I take it everywhere in the house and listen to music. I link it to, it's wireless, so I link it to my Pandora. And my favorite station for the house is Edith Piaf, and that's just French jazz music, and I love to have that playing in the background. Next is color. Obviously, you can add color through art, through throw pillows, but I like to add color in my house, and you know, just an overall happier feel through flowers and plants too. I like to have plants all around the house, but I get flowers when I go to the grocery store. Now, they can be kind of expensive, so you just want to buy the cheapest every time you go. That's usually what I do, whatever's on sale. And I just fill a few vases in my house, in my kitchen, in my two bathrooms. I always have flowers. And I don't know, it just makes it seem so much happier. You just bring nature outside in, and I don't know, I've been doing it for a while, and it just really makes a difference. So definitely pick some flowers up. I'm no florist or anything, but I think it's just really great. This was another idea I learned from Pinterest, which is adding some lemon to a mason jar, and I'm just going to fill the lemon around the edges of the mason jar, and I'm going to make a very small bouquet with that, and you can put that in your bathroom or, you know, wherever you want it, and it's such a really beautiful, colorful floral display. So a really nice idea, especially for summer. My final tip is to have some sort of refreshing treat. I like to have cookies or something in the winter, obviously ideally like a cookie jar, but in the summer, something like an essence water is just really nice, especially if you have people over, but even throughout the day to just keep it in your house. We all have to drink water, so what I do is I wash the fruit down with the Honest fruit wash. You can add oranges, lemon, whatever you want. I mean, there's tons of different versions of this. It's all over Pinterest. People call it spa water, essence water. I also love these perfectly square square cubes. I got the mold for that at TJ Maxx. And I'm adding some mint, but you can add basil. There's a ton of different versions all over the place that you can find, but essence water is just a really nice extra thing to have in your house, and it doesn't really take that much time to make it seem like, oh, this is special and this is nice. And especially a nice cold glass of essence water in the summer, it's just gonna make you feel a little bit happier. So hopefully these tips helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.